Hello, everyone. I am Marie LaBrosse,
And I am Dee Dee Gozion.
and join us for an eye-opening journey into the creative world of art in Sarasota and Charlotte counties and from around the world.
From prehistoric cave paintings to modern day films, art has served as a vessel for storytelling and conveying mankind's relationship with its environment.
Traveling together, we will explore the behind-the-scenes world from the artists, from the literary, performing, culinary, media, or visual arts.
Welcome
Welcome to
to the
Kaleidoscope
Kaleidoscope
of
of
the
Art.
Arts.
We are broadcasting from the Bishop West Real Estate Tower out of Northport, Florida on WKDW 97.5 FM and online at kdwradio.com.
As a 501c3 volunteer community radio station, we are run for the people and by the people just like you. Watch us on Facebook Live at WKDW 97.5 FM at Northport Art Center Facebook,
Yes,
at Marie
yes.
Saunich LaBrosse Facebook page, also on YouTube at WKDW 97.5 FM, and on the YouTube page of Marie LaBrosse, and then also my Twitter account, Marie C. LaBrosse.
Excellent.
Any of the
Any of the following opinions
opinions are our
are
own and
our
not
own
of the
and not
radio
that of the
station.
radio station.
We haven't said this for a long time. I'm sorry for the Facebook
We gotta
world.
practice that.
I'm able to edit it for our show tomorrow. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Wendy Namack, Namack Portfolio Investment Professional LLC, at www.namack.com. Phone number 941-429-2911. Email wendy@namack.com. Tell me about how would anybody get a hold of you at the Northport Arts Center, Dee Dee?
Well, Marie, they can get on our website at www.northportartcenter.org. They can email me at npac@npartcenter.org, or they can call, and it is 941-423-6460.
You
Or
know,
they can visit. I would love that. Yes.
yeah, for them to call you.
5950 Sam Shepard's Way, Northport, Florida.
Well, we're going to talk about the Northport Arts Center, what's happening there. But before we do that, I want to bring up our special guest. She's waiting in the wings. She is a dear friend. Also, I'm so proud of what she's accomplished because I know that her story and her journey through life, and you get caught up not doing your career and your passion because not that your family is not your passion, but you end up raising children and raising your family. And now it's Tammy's time. Tammy Renee, it's her time to shine. And is she shining?
Yes.
Welcome to the stage here, Mrs. Well, I'll say it, Miss Tammy Renee, even though she's married to her husband. I know her husband
Good
too.
morning.
Good morning. I'll tell you, Tammy, I am so excited that you're here with us today. You know, you're one of my favorite peeps.
Oh, thank you.
You're always so kind. And I'm looking at your wall in the background and you were showing us off air. Look at that studio.
That's my new studio.
Wow.
And my husband, we have a 2-bedroom apartment, and my husband, said, go ahead, do what you want. So we moved the bedroom into the little room, and we used the big room for the studio.
And, you only sleep in the bedroom anyhow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as you know, this is what I do full time. So I mean, the space is really great to be able to do everything that I do.
And just for Dee Dee and our audience to know, you were in social work before. You were a social worker too.
I was.
Oh yeah,
that was the hardest job.
I imagine, especially in today's world, that is a very difficult job. And you're such a talented person. But one of the things that happens is we the starving artist thing comes in, it's very difficult to make a living in that area. And here I am freezing up again, right, kids? I might have to get up and open the door in here where I'm in. Can you guys hear me?
Your
Yes.
voice is fine, Marie. You're doing great.
Yeah, my picture. Well, you know what? I have a green screen up too, so
Yeah, it might catch up with itself.
Yeah. Tammy, tell our audience and DeeDee how the journey has been, because it's been what, 3-4 years now that you've been really pursuing your career.
It's actually been 7.
7.
Yeah, it went so fast. But the first 3 years for me was a learning curve. But I grew up singing, and I just love what I do. And about 6 years ago, um, I was singing in a church in Bradenton, Florida, called City Life Church, and God really spoke to me then about stepping out and really doing what I do. That it was, like Marie said, it was my time to, fulfill my dreams, and that's what I wanted to do. And so for the first 3 years, it was a lot of learning and a lot of relationship building, because, like she said, the starving artist thing came into effect. And when you're out there trying to just create music and sing music in places, it's not a very financially rewarding
Yes.
job. But what I discovered was that I didn't do it for the money. I did it because I love what I do. And as you know, I'm a gospel recording artist, so I sing gospel music. I sing anywhere God opens a door. I will go for nothing. They get, love offering is all I ask, and the ability to sell, some of the things that we make, like T-shirts and our CDs and such. But I have driven thousands of miles every year, and we just got back from a tour this past year. But we have driven thousands of miles every year between, June and November, all up and down the East Coast, the Central United States, and back again. Sometimes by myself, because my husband, he works at Walmart, and sometimes he can't get off work. So, it didn't say it was going to be easy. God just said, do what I've called you to do, and I'm going to open doors. Didn't say it was going to be easy. It's definitely not for the weak. And sometimes I don't think I have enough strength to go on, but I do. And I do it because, like I said, it's my heart,
I can feel that in your music, Tammy. Actually, I listened to your music the first time last year when I met you, and I was carried away. It's just absolutely beautiful. The songs that you write, your voice itself, it's a present to all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I remember last year was during COVID, and you were still busy, weren't you? You were still going and touring and doing.
I was.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me, what have you been doing since I saw you last year?
Well, last year I went on tour by myself, and I drove 9,000 miles and over 20 concerts in a period of 8 weeks, and unloaded and loaded and set up and tore down. It was hard. My husband was here working, and you miss things. I missed my wedding anniversary. You miss your grandchildren's birthdays, or your children's special events and things like that. We actually had some friends pass away, and we were unable to be there. And but I think God just gives us that ability to sustain us no matter what we're going through. Even though I was out there by myself, I had friends that would help me carry on and keep going. And but since I spoke with y'all last year, we've had some really great things happen. And I know that with COVID and all of that stuff, a lot of churches would either shut down, they would have services outside.
Right. Yes.
And that kind of thing. But for me, I mean, I was totally blessed because they they would continue to call me to come, and whether it was outside or whether it was under a tent or in a building, it really didn't matter to me. Because as long as God opened that door, I was going to go. And so we went, and my husband was able to go this year. We left July 8th. We went from South Carolina to North Carolina to Alabama to New York and Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, Kentucky. I mean, you name it, we were there. And I mean, the thing for us this time though was that everywhere we went, a lot of people were sick, and we had a lot of vehicle problems. We
Oh,
broke down 2 or 3 times, and that kind of thing. And so it was definitely a faith journey, and it
yes,
definitely built mine. And I will tell you that I was in Alabama, Hartford, Alabama,
yes.
and I remember going to a church, and 12 people came. And I told my husband, like Marie said, finances, sometimes they're just not there when you're doing this. And we literally had just fixed our truck 3 days earlier. So it
Oh,
took everything we had. And like I said, I never charge a church to come. So I went to this church in Alabama. We got there, and the truck had issues again, and we needed 2 brand new tires. Well, they were about, $400 for 2 tires installed and all that at Walmart. And I went to this concert, and 12 people came. And, for a moment, I had this, I'm human. I had this doubt creep in that there was no way that God was going to do what he said he was going to do, because there was no way I was going to be able to get tires with 12 people and a love offering.
right.
And so I stood up there singing my heart out. And every time I would look at someone, God would just speak to my spirit and tell me, I sent you here for her, or I sent you here for him. And the concert was over, and they all left. And these 2 gentlemen walked in halfway through the concert. They walked in at the end, and they said, do you have any more of those partnership bags that you have? And what they are is we offer people a partnership bag, and it's a one-time gift of $100, and they get everything we offer: 6 CDs, cups, shirts, hats, books, everything. And so I said, yeah, I do. And he said, well, we would like to buy 4. And I said, really? And he said, yeah, and we would also like to cover your tires.
Oh my.
You just imagine. I mean, we're sitting there, and for that brief moment of doubt that I had, God already knew what was going to happen.
It a
Well,
surprise for you.
we were able to go get our tires and get to New York, and it was an amazing journey this year. My husband was with me. We got to Illinois, and we were there for several weeks. Well, on the way home, we said, we've been around an awful lot of people. I think we should get tested before we get home, because,
Okay, yeah.
my daughter was with us, and her husband, and their 6 children, and we just didn't want anybody getting sick.
Right.
And so we got tested the night before we got home. We were in Alabama again, and we got tested, and my husband tested positive.
Oh no.
I tested negative. Well, I will just say this. As soon as that happened, the first thing that I felt was fear. I let this fear attach itself to me, who's supposed to be full of faith. And
Yes.
because you hear everybody's horror stories and how everybody's sick, and we've had friends pass away, relatives pass away. At this very moment, right now, my sister is in the hospital in New York with COVID pneumonia, and she is on oxygen and antibiotics. And I just ask that whoever is listening, keep her in your prayers.
Yes, Tammy. Oh dear.
So it was about 3 o'clock in the morning that night, and I woke up sick. My husband and I both came home with pneumonia, or not pneumonia, with COVID, and we were sick for about 3 weeks at home. And it was scary because, like I said, you hear all this junk, and everybody all of a sudden is a Facebook doctor. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Everybody's a doctor now.
Oh, what a shame,
We
Tammy.
did what we had to do. We recovered, praise God, and we got better. And just recently, I mean, we got COVID September 8th, so it really hasn't been that long.
Yes.
You know, we're still a little tired. It just seems to last a little while, you know, but we're doing good.
I'm
We're doing really
glad.
good.
You
And
sound wonderful, Tammy. I'm glad that you've recovered.
yeah, and we're definitely looking forward to next year. We've got some great things that are happening for next year. And we came home and we decided, you know, hey, let's take a little couple weeks and just think about what we're going to do next year, you know? And
Uh-huh.
we did, and we were renewed and refreshed, and we are ready. I just got back from Nashville. There
Yes.
was a new show coming on TV. It's if you go on the Roku, you can download the app. It's called Singing News TV. It's
Singing News TV. Let me write
Singing
that
News
down.
Television. And I think there's a monthly fee, just like, you know, Netflix and all that kind of stuff. But,
Uh-huh.
but there's going to be a show on there called Ascending Sounds, and I'm in season 2. So
Oh,
I'm
beautiful.
so excited. I was able to go and do a concert there, and then the other thing is I recorded a new single while I was there. I sing a song called 4 Days Late. And
Yeah.
no matter where I go, everybody asks me for that song, 4 Days Late. And I
Oh,
was able to record it while I was in Nashville. So it will be ready in about a week. We're super excited.
wonderful.
And then I wrote a new song. And we just got out of the studio in Tampa yesterday. It is amazing. And it's, you know, everybody says I'm country, Christian, country gospel, and I am, okay? But I wrote a gospel song, okay, like Tasha Cobb, CeCe Winans gospel song.
Oh, love it.
And I recorded it in Tampa. We finished it yesterday. And we believe that before I put it out to radio in the spring,
Yes.
we actually have a couple of major artists who would like to hear it first. Because if they chose to record it, then that would be fantastic. You know?
That's amazing.
So we have to get it to them, and then we have to wait, you know, and see. Um, I was asked to be on an album next year. With some pretty major artists, and I can't say any more than that, but it's
Understand.
super exciting, you know.
I
And
wish it does.
geez,
Excellent.
I mean, there's just so much happening. I've been singing bluegrass music while I'm here in Florida, you know, because
Wonderful.
everybody in Florida loves bluegrass music. Because, you
It's
know,
true.
we just sang a bluegrass festival. And listen, if anyone is going to be in Venice on this Saturday night at 7 o'clock in Centennial Park,
Oh.
we are doing a bluegrass Christmas concert there at 7 o'clock on Saturday night.
So this 19th is Saturday, right? At
This
7
Saturday night.
o'clock in the park at Venice Island.
Yes, in Centennial Park. I think it's right off of East Venice Avenue. And it's the 18th. It's Saturday night, the 18th.
It's 18th. Okay,
Yep.
I'm working it down.
Yep. Saturday night, the 18th at 7 p.m.
Are you in the
So,
gazebo?
I'm sorry?
Are you in the gazebo? I'm on my
We
phone
are.
right now. I had to reboot my
And it's
computer. I'm
okay. Yeah,
sorry.
we're gonna be in the gazebo.
Oh, I'll
So
tell you, that is a really nice venue. I
yeah,
love downtown Venice. Venice
we've
is
played it
so
every year.
beautiful.
We play
I
it every year.
I went one year and saw you there.
Yep.
Yeah,
We
yeah. I
played
was in,
last year and the year before.
yeah.
So gosh, so we've got, you know, and then here's the thing. You know, we always try to give back. And sometimes it's hard to try and find ways to give back within your community. And we are not here for long periods of time to build relationships and that kind of thing. So I'm really looking forward to the Kaleidoscope
Of
of
the
the
arts.
arts.
Yeah. Let me tell
Oh,
you, Tammy, we
Yeah.
are thrilled to have you. In fact, in case anybody doesn't know, January 15th at the Plantation Golf and Country Club in South Venice, because Northport does not have a location large enough to hold this event.
Wow.
And where people like to drink. I'm not a drinker. I don't think DeeDee
No,
is either. But we have found in the past, if you have something and they can't have that beer, or they can't have that
sure.
or a high scale, um, high end. Um, I'm doing stuff on my phone and things pop up. I'm not used to
Oh, it's
doing things
okay.
on my phone. On a high end dinner, the dinner is
yeah.
amazing too. It's a filet mignon, and it's also with skewered shrimp. It's special. If you go to northportartscenter.org and just click on learn more about the event, it'll tell you all the details and who's
Yeah.
performing, including Tammy Renee.
I'm super excited about it. And I will say that if y'all go online and buy your ticket, make sure you put Tammy Renee in the organizational box.
That's
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
here's what happened. And I just want to say this within our ministry while we were out, I remember sometimes I sing at nursing homes. Okay.
Mhm.
And last year they all shut down and they weren't letting
Yes.
people in. Well, I remember going to a nursing home in Port Charlotte and I had to sing outside. Well, the building was huge. It was probably 6 stories high. And I was singing outside, and every apartment or every room had a balcony, and the residents could come out on the balcony and listen. So I would
Oh,
stand down on the ground at one corner of the building for 15 minutes and sing so that they could come out and listen. And
oh,
after 15 minutes, I would tear it all down and walk to the other corner and do that 4 times so that they could all listen, right?
oh, look at you.
And
Oh,
who would have ever thought that that would have birthed something new within what we do? So what we have done is we have started what we call We Care Initiative. It's an initiative because we care. So what we do is we take donations while we're doing our concerts out in, our churches and stuff. We take donations, and for a $20 donation, that enables us to send one DVD of a 45-minute full-length concert that we recorded of the old gospel music and hymns that the elderly people like to hear. So we send it with a letter to those facilities, memory care homes, nursing homes across the country so that they can get their residents in a community room and have this music concert with a DVD, because a lot of places, like I said, they're still not letting people in. And
right.
we know what it was like when you couldn't visit your mom or your grandma or your whoever, and you had to talk to them through a window. You know what I mean? They
Absolutely.
need the interaction, and music is great for memory and cognitive thinking. So what we've decided to do is we want to send one to every nursing home and memory care center in the country.
Oh, wow.
Then we realized there's 45,000 of them. So we call it We Care, and every bit of the money that comes in for our organization at the Kaleidoscope event is going for that initiative to send those DVDs, because I don't care if it takes us 20 years, we want to send one to every nursing home in the country.
Oh,
So
that's
Oh,
lovely.
that's amazing, Tammy. That is so generous of you.
that's what we're doing. So, and we're not doing it for charge. We're not charging the nursing homes. We're not asking for anything. We just need the donations from the people that God has put in our path to help us get it there. So every
Tammy,
bit.
yeah, I have to go off my phone. Yeah,
Okay, go on. So I want to just reiterate, Tammy, to explain to everybody that may not know anything about this Kaleidoscope event, that the Kaleidoscope of the Arts event that will be at the Plantation on January 15th is presented by the Northport Area Art Guild, which is the Northport Art Center. But we are highlighting artists of all over Northport. And Tammy Renee is one of the artists that has agreed to be there, and we are so blessed. If you would buy a ticket and support Tammy's We Care initiative, when you go on the online at www.northportartcenter.org and purchase a ticket, you can put Tammy's organization, Tammy Renee's We Care, or just Tammy Renee, and then the profits from your ticket will go to Tammy's initiative, just so everybody understands how this works, that every person that or organization that's performing or being part of this event and bringing you this event will be eligible to receive proceeds from ticket sales, however you wish to support whichever organization you wish to support. So everybody, it would be lovely to purchase a ticket and come to this event. I guarantee it's going to be a beautiful evening and a lovely dinner and most wonderful music from some great artists.
And Tammy, when we're talking about you being a performer, I don't know if you guys discussed off air. I'm having a problem with my computer getting on. I mean, it freezes up, and I don't know. We're going through a remodel, so who knows what they did with the internet in my house right now. But I wanted to talk to you about what's going on with you. With you just won a few awards this year, woman.
I did.
Singer-songwriter, female singer-songwriter of the year, correct?
I did. Yeah.
And
I have a hard time talking about myself like that, though.
Let me do it for you. Tammy, you've won many awards over time, and you have competition. You have from the Dolly Partons to the different people in the same classification as you in that same genre. And what do we know? We know that you, a person that I know and are friends with, are one of the big winners out there. Not only is she a performer and a singer, she's a songwriter and does a lot of her own music. Do you ever do covers?
I do. I do sometimes. Yep.
Yeah, but most of the music that you do it's
original.
that you wrote or co-wrote with somebody.
Yes.
Yeah, well, tell me about that. Tell us.
Well, we just wrote that gospel song called Stand. And I wrote it with Tony Walker and Kezia Alford. Tony lives in Fort Myers, or Cape Coral, I'm sorry. She's a pastor's wife. And she's also an artist and a singer, and she's phenomenal. The other lady is Kezia Alford. She, too, is an artist and a phenomenal singer in Georgia. And we wrote that song together. I also had written I've been writing a lot lately. I've been writing a lot of new stuff. And I wrote, when I was in Nashville, I wrote that song, my new single, Thank God for Grace. So we just had a new video come out for it, and we're super excited about it. We just love the song. And then we have their Christmas song, Christmas All Over the World, that is out right now. And that's playing across the country. I actually had some radio program directors contact me to tell me that I should release it again because it would be the next Christmas classic.
So, yeah. I think you should.
Yeah.
I really
do. So it's out there. It's and let me just say this. Nobody ever gets rich from selling their CDs on a website. So what I've done is when you go to my website from now on, TammyReneeMusic.com, all of my music is downloadable for free. I don't sell it.
Are you kidding? Oh my goodness.
You can download all my music on my website for free. Now, when you come to a concert, you could buy a CD, but online, a stream online or a download online is going to make me about 3 cents, if that. So I would much rather just give it away so that people can be blessed by it.
Oh, Tammy, how generous.
Tammy, when I was going through my CDs the other day, I've been cleaning around here, and I came across your Christmas CD, and I was actually going to upload it and have it. But what we'll do right now, because I'm able to, and hopefully I'll stay on air and not freeze up while we're doing this. I would like to play your new album, new song out. Do an introduction on it while I get it cued. I'm
And
going
thank
to
God for
go off
grace.
the stream while I do this.
And thank God for grace.
Thank God for
Yes.
grace, Marie. Okay.
Okay. So Thank God for Grace is a song that I wrote and with Corey Lee Barker and TK Brown. And it talks about God's grace. We don't deserve it. We can't buy it. And I just want people to be blessed by it. Thank God for grace.
Beautiful. There it is. There.
In this crazy mixed up world we're going through, there's a million different wrong roads we can choose. We don't always have the strength to walk away. Thank God for grace. Thank God for grace. There are times when faith is barely hanging on, and we let the devil tell us that we're wrong. We're not perfect, we're all bound to make mistakes. Thank God for grace, thank God for grace. We don't deserve it. He believes we're worth it, and without it, we would be surrounded by the darkness of our past. There would be no second chance, 'cause the price would not be paid. Thank God for grace. It's not easy to forgive and share the love. We're a little quick to judge when it's not us. If God did the same,
You have to leave me unmuted.
Thank God for grace. Thank God for grace. We don't deserve it. He believes we're worth it, and without it, we would be surrounded by the darkness of our past. There would be no second chance, 'cause the price would not be paid. Thank God for grace. Thank God for grace. We don't deserve it. He believes we're worth it, and without it, we would be surrounded by the darkness of our past. There would be no second chance, 'cause the price would not be paid. Thank God for grace.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let's ever go now. That was beautiful, Tammy.
Much. Thank you.
Oh, and amazing. Now, tell me, when you're doing that, who's doing the video?
Well, I work with a management group called Godsey Media Management out of Gallatin, Tennessee. And Paul Secord is I call him my road coach. He helps me with pretty much everything I need help with. And they're just amazing there. So we went up there to film the video, and we got stuck in an ice storm. And my husband and I were stuck in a hotel for 3 days, and everything shut down in Nashville. We were eating food out of the vending machine at the hotel. And
I remember you posting about that.
Yeah, and I remember coming out of the shower and standing there was my husband with a hot, fresh pizza. And I was like, oh my God, where did you get the pizza from? Well, he had walked to the gas station and apparently they sold pizza, but it was the best pizza I ever had.
Oh yeah, especially I want to bring up on the screen. Hello from Karen. Karen Andrews was saying hi, and then this must be one of your fans, Kathy McKinney.
Oh, she is a childhood friend. Oh my Lord, she is fantastic. She's I miss her so much. We haven't seen each other since we were kids, but we stay in touch.
Absolutely love this song, and she said, "Beautiful, beautiful,
I love her.
beautiful."
She's fantastic.
Now, Tammy, is Lee on the road with you all the time now? Your husband, I'm talking about her husband.
No,
He
no.
has to work.
He's working at Walmart. You know, the dream is to eventually have an RV and travel the country, sharing God, and he could leave his job, but uh, you know, the financial cards are not there at the moment to do that, and so we just have to wait and do what we do. I will say that this year it will be a little different because this year my husband will stay here in Florida and work. And I have been getting calls nonstop for weeks now about coming next year to different churches and new churches that I've never been to. So it looks like I have a full schedule from at least June through November. I might have a few openings if anybody
No,
wants to
no,
come.
I think your goal is to hit 50 states, right? Eventually.
I would love to hit every state. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I know that she had only done like the East Coast and
Yeah,
that side, well, traveling too, especially going by yourself,
right, right.
it's difficult.
And
Difficult.
this year will be a little harder because this year I can't take my truck. My truck is, you know, it's got 280,000 miles on it. It's too old. And when I'm out by myself, I don't want to run the risk of breaking down, you know.
Right.
So I plan on renting a vehicle. They're a little cheaper than they were last year right now. So we're gonna see what kind of a deal we can get on a rental. But you know, again, everything they come with expenses, you know,
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
absolutely.
I go for love offerings.
Yeah.
And
Where do you stay when you're traveling to the different churches and all?
a lot of times the churches will put me up in a hotel for the night.
Oh,
So, yeah, I usually get one, sometimes 2 nights, depending on my travel schedule in a hotel. Typically 1 night in a hotel, and then I sing, and then I pack up and head to the next state or wherever I'm going. Um, Last year I had a little lag time in between, so I was able to stay with some friends in South Carolina, and then some friends in Illinois, and then my family's in New York. So, you know, it kind of works out. This year might be a little different because they want me in 4 churches in Chicago and 3
oh,
churches in
wow.
Alabama, and you know, so it just depends on how the calendar
Go ahead. Go ahead.
how the calendar works.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to cue up a Christmas song, and
Oh,
while we were doing that, I'll have to mute myself while I'm doing
that's
that.
okay.
But one of the things that I wanted to say to you is somebody else snuck in here that you know. Great.
That's Dee. Yeah, she is a good friend. I used to work with her at the Department of Revenue, Child Support Enforcement, and she's always been a great encourager of mine. So I love her. Merry Christmas, Dee and Kathy and whoever else is watching. I'm so
Well, yeah,
excited.
and one of the things too, because you've had a different life too, raising your family and then making the career flip flop. And a lot of people like Dee Dee doesn't know that you're a great baker and cook, that you make the best cupcakes ever.
We had a cupcake store in the mall.
Yes.
Ooh.
It was fantastic. I think that was the saddest day for my grandson when we closed that store in the mall because he was
Oh,
only 8 and he loved to come and help. You know,
oh,
it was
yeah.
great.
Well, the mall traffic too was going down at that time. So
It really was. And they wanted us there 7 days. And I mean, you just can't be there 7 days and do all the baking and all that stuff either.
Right, because you bake. Now, once in a while, I know that I've seen once in a while you'll do a baking and around different times of the year.
Yeah, I do. Usually around the holidays or some birthdays and that kind of stuff, but
Are you doing anything this year?
I'm not. I'm resting this year.
Yeah, because you've had a
I
busy
am.
schedule.
I am resting
As
this
you,
year.
why don't you and Dee Dee talk a little bit? And I know this is really a weird show that we're doing right now because I'm usually up. I never have internet problems. I'm having them
Yeah, you
today.
never do. This is very
I
unusual.
know everybody else does. I normally don't. But like I
Right.
said, they were moving furniture and moving furniture, moving my internet while right before we came on. So I think that may have screwed it up. Okay, I'm going off. Dee Dee?
Okay. Hey, Tammy.
Hey.
Hey, I like to hear about your cupcakes. Are you ever doing cupcakes again? You doing out of your home ever?
I'm not. I'm
No.
not. I am.
I missed that part of your life.
Yeah. This is what I do, and I wouldn't change what I do for the world. I love
That's
what I do.
awesome.
So
Well, you do it well. You do it super
thank
well.
you. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm ready to bring up your. Is this a song that they want you to redo?
What one?
All
No.
around
They want me to they want me to release it every year to radio because they say that
right.
it
This
be
is
the
the
next
one.
Christmas classic. I love this
Okay,
song.
yeah, I do love this song too. So here for our enjoyment is Tammy Renee.
Hang all the stockings, wrap all the presents, lay them all under the tree. Come light the candles, break out the carols, practice our sweet harmony. Do you hear what I hear? Peace and joy, hope and love fill the air. Christmas is coming and we've all been waiting, anticipating that great time of year. Gather the family and join in the season. Come every boy and girl, it's Christmas all over the world. From New York to Paris, Ireland to China, a twinkle is found in our eyes. If just for a moment we take down our fences, everyone's welcome inside. Do you hear what I hear? Peace and joy, hope and love fill the air. Christmas is coming and we've all been waiting, anticipating that great time of year. Gather the family and join in the season. Come every boy and girl, it's Christmas all over the world. On your knees, hear the angel voices. Christmas is coming and we've all been waiting, anticipating that great time of year. Gather the family and join in the season. Come every boy Christmas all over, Christmas all over, Christmas all over the world.
Tammy.
Hey.
Hey, that is one of my more favorite newer songs that I've heard out there. And Tammy, when I was looking at that one you didn't do a video with. Are they
No.
going to have you
No, there's a
release it?
video with that one.
Is there a video someplace?
Yeah, it's on my YouTube. You might have just hit the wrong one.
Yeah, I probably
I'll send it to you after.
today has been the wrong. I've been having issues today, so.
Oh, that's okay. I'll
Oh,
send it to you after.
Okay. Well, yes, I want to see the video of DeeDee.
Yes.
No, you had not heard Tammy Renee before, had you?
I heard her song last time that I had met her the first time, the song with the Bible. Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved Tammy right instantly right there. It was a gorgeous song.
Oh,
Her voice is like an angel. I loved it.
Yeah.
thank
Well, we
you.
have people
Sharing
from all over, actually. Dan Cole, thank you for watching. Dan is from Grand Rapids, Minnesota. He's watching.
Nice.
He is actually a musician. He worked with my husband on the railroad.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, and then Jerry McKinney is Kathy McKinney's husband, and he hasn't ever met you, but he's waiting to
Yep.
meet you. So,
Yeah, very excited.
Tammy, what would you? Well, did you guys talk while I was off air and having all the difficulty? Did you talk about what's coming up and what we should be watching for you?
We did.
Okay, I missed
did.
that. I'll have to go back and
No.
watch.
Yeah, you're gonna have to rewatch it.
I have to rewatch it.
Lots of new stuff. Lots of new stuff.
Well, this is telling people that we are real. we
Absolutely.
I mean, with technology and things happening. Tammy, I'm going to actually show people. I'm going to do this with you, with all the guitars behind you. Now, Tammy, when you were first, you picked up and just learned the guitar recently within the last 7 years, correct?
Oh, I did. I learned how to play on YouTube.
Oh,
Is that how you learned?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
cool.
how I learned. I learned on YouTube.
And how about the other instruments? Because you play more than the guitar.
Well, I've been playing piano since I was little, and I play ukulele as well.
And I
Wow.
know you play the ukulele. Do you sing with the ukulele, though?
Sometimes
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Now, what is your favorite song? If you were to choose any of the songs that you've ever sung and recorded, which one would be your favorite one?
4 Days Late.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Yeah, you will at Kaleidoscope of the Arts.
awesome.
It's called 4 Days Late. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Yep.
I like your red, white, and blue one too. That one,
Oh,
I
yes.
actually, on my radio shows, this one and then the other one, if we're doing music, I normally will put one of Tammy Renee's songs in there. Did you know that? Did you know that? I sometimes, if I fill in with any kind of music, sometimes I'll have one of your songs.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you know what? If you can't support the people in your own backyard, who can you support, right?
Right. No,
Very
absolutely.
And I will do this with you. There we go. We're all back here. I know that for our audience, thank God you're hanging in there with us because Tammy and DeeDee are just fine. Right, girls?
Yeah,
Ladies?
we're good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Tammy, is there anything that you would like to tell people to actually come up to Venice this Saturday night?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Venice this Saturday night, we're doing a bluegrass Christmas concert in the gazebo in Centennial Park at 7:00. And then also, I will tell you, I got my calendar here. We're doing we're going to be at the Heartland Bluegrass Festival on January 1st, which is New Year's Day at 1:00 in Arcadia. And then all of these dates are they'll be on my website. And then, of course, the Kaleidoscope of the Arts.
January 15th.
January 15th.
Which is a Saturday night, and that's at the Plantations. And you can go right to the northportartscenter.org to purchase tickets.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to actually not only hear Tammy, you'll be able to meet her, and she'll be able to have some of her CDs and that there for you to purchase in case you wanted to. We're giving everybody that is performing that evening, they're all doing it pro bono, because what we decided to do at the Art Center, I'm actually on their board now, and because it's been such a rough time for anybody in the art industry over COVID for the last 18 months, and everybody was struggling, and everybody goes, well, I don't know, we don't dare do a fundraiser. I said, well, DeeDee, let's do one for everybody. And let's give everybody the opportunity. We'll lead the pack and give every artist that's actually performing there the opportunity to raise money without having to do all the legwork, and I'm getting sponsors. Oh, DeeDee, let us mention the sponsors too that we do have that have come in, and you won't have those, and I have to bring those up on the screen. But I do want to mention we do have one that just came in as a premier sponsor. DeeDee, do you want to talk about them?
The Raymond James Associates.
Yes, Raymond
Just got word this morning that the check's on the way to help with the program, and I'm very excited about that. Kristen is the woman that I talked with.
And Greg Ormandy and Neil Kasnowski, it's out of their office. They came in and they're being so generous. They are one of our top, actually, right now, they are our top sponsor. And it's $1,000 sponsorship, which covers a lot of the expenses because we have to cover those. We also have Roscoe Signs and Designs. They're actually a sponsor for the Northport Area Chamber class of 2022. They needed sponsors to actually have that class come to the event because they have to cover the meals and that. And Roscoe Signs and Design, David Roth is one of the. So Security Alarm Corporation is one of our sponsors. Freedom Rehab, Gulf Coast Community Foundation, Seaport Optometry, Namick Portfolio Investments Professionals, and the Raymond James. And in case any of you out there, if you're at work and listening to us, well, why don't you become a sponsor? Fine. Go look at your boss, or if you're the boss, actually be a sponsorship. You can reach out to me at marie@kdwradio.com. I'm in charge. I'm the chair of this event, and I'm going after sponsorships, and we appreciate it. Right?
Yes, definitely. Supporting the arts in our community. Very important part of the community.
Tammy, do you get sponsorships for you on the road?
We try, but we don't have any right now.
Yeah, it's hard to get people that believe in, like we're doing this one event, so people will do that. They get tickets to come to the event, and we give them an ad in the program, and we'll recognize them for doing that. It's difficult when people are out on the road. The road, and when you see the big names, they're the ones that the sponsors go looking for them.
Oh, absolutely.
To promote their products.
Yes.
DeeDee.
Yes, ma'am.
What would you like to do? I know Tammy's getting all sorts of texts, right, Tammy?
I was just informed that my sister's being moved to ICU. So
no, you have to go. Yeah, I'm sorry. And I know that your sister is ill in the hospital. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Tammy, for being here. Thank you for, providing your talents, your time, talents, and treasures to Kaleidoscope of the Arts, to the arts of the community in general, but to be just a kind person. You're one of the people in life that I can say, This woman is a very kind person, and all the success to you in your life and your world.
Thank you so much for having me and asking me to be a part in January. I'm excited about it.
Oh, we're excited to have you. Thank you so much. And to everybody out there, this is Marie LaBrosse.
And I'm Dee Dee Gozion.
And we're your hosts for Kaleidoscope of the Arts. Please remember, when you're making choices in life, today, tomorrow, every day, just like Tammy Renee, just remember to be kind. That's all you have to do. And the world will be so much better.
Yes.
Tammy Renee, thank you so much for
Thank you,
being our
guys.
guest today. And we will see you soon. And I'll be in touch. So thank you so much. And, what a great crowd of watchers today. And without you, we couldn't be. Have a great day. You're listening to WKDW 97.5 FM, Morel Community Radio, on the Bishop West Real Estate Tower out of Northport, Florida.